Hello and good morning from Disney's Riviera Resort. Today we're heading to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and to get there we're taking the Skyliner for the very first time for my mom, dad, and Dennis, my brother. Okay, we're taking this over to Caribbean Beach, which is then gonna go to Disney's Hollywood Studios. It looks like the gondolas have slowed down a little bit, but I'm excited to see their reaction. Okay, we just departed from this station, and here we are, heading over to Caribbean Beach. Check it out, check out the view, right?
I'd ride this just to ride it.
Yeah, I've done it before, so this goes to Art of Animation and Pop Century, Caribbean Beach, Hollywood Studios, Riviera, and then Epcot are the current stops on the station.
Tower up there.
Yeah, so we're heading straight over to Hollywood Studios, which is right over there, but we have to get off right here. And then
we get off here?
Yeah, and then we get redirected over there to Hollywood Studios.
Yep, get ready to jump.
Really?
Okay, so we made it to the Caribbean Beach station. What do you guys think so far? Pretty cool, right?
I mean, it's just, I love the view.
You like it?
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's honestly just a lot of fun, and Britta and I have done like a bar crawl, like a Skyliner bar crawl, because you can go to the different resorts and you can just have a couple drinks at the bars. And here we are, the main station for the Skyliner, heading over towards Hollywood Studios. They have a lot of down and backs here prepared for a good amount of guests, but it doesn't look like a lot of people are heading into studios right now because it's about noon.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Off to Neverland.
This is pretty thrilling, isn't it?
I'm going backwards.
I know, I don't like going backwards.
So this is a straight shot over to Hollywood Studios.
And here we go over the first swing, Dennis.
Woo-hoo-hoo. And then you see the line over there going to the other resorts?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we are soaring across the Hollywood Studios parking lot, about to make it to Disney's Hollywood Studios. That took only about 10 minutes total, right?
Right.
Very efficient and a lot of fun.
It blends in too much.
Please remain seated until the doors
We got all of our
automatically
happy birthdays, I think, without
When
it.
exiting
I could
the
put it higher up.
please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
And here comes the family. We've made it to Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're heading inside here in just a little bit to ride a bunch of rides and eat some fun food, right? Yeah! Okay, so now we have to go through the temperature check into Hollywood Studios. I think we're gonna have lunch in Galaxy's Edge at Docking Bay 7, and then kind of continue our day from there. All right, made it through the temperature check and the bag check, and we are heading inside Hollywood Studios for the first time for my mom and dad in kind of a while, and I think Dennis has been here kind of relatively recently, a little while ago, but there are a bunch of new activities for these guys to do here without a doubt. Dennis is showcasing how at this time boarding groups are full, but they plan to reopen the queue at 1 o'clock, so I did not get a boarding group today. I tried as hard as I could, but they hit capacity immediately, so I was unable to this morning. So I'm gonna try again at 1 o'clock, which is actually pretty soon. Okay, so we're heading straight back to Galaxy's Edge so I can show everybody what they've been missing in terms of the incredible immersion and atmosphere that is going on back there. We're probably gonna have lunch at Docking Bay 7, maybe do Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and then just see about Rise of the Resistance. See if I can actually get a 1 o'clock boarding group for all of us. So we're definitely gonna be doing Runaway Railway at some point, hopefully later on today. The line is pretty significantly long right now, so we're gonna come back a little bit later. I think let's just go have some lunch right now, and then we can go from there. Does that sound good? Let's do it. You want some milks? So it's a little bit busy in Hollywood Studios today. It's always busy in Hollywood Studios, it seems. But this is gonna be Mom and Dad's very first reaction to Galaxy's Edge. Okay, Mom, welcome to the Black Spire Outpost. This is the planet of Batuu, Galaxy's Edge.
Whoa.
I hope you're excited. It's gonna be cool.
Yes, I am. This is awesome. So exciting to come to a new park, a new themed park.
So over there is Rise of the Resistance, which we will hopefully be trying to get a time for at some points today, if we're lucky. I said we were gonna have some lunch, but I think we're gonna go ahead and hop in line for Smuggler's Run. We go and do a ride, because we're in the mood for some rides right now, and then maybe some food afterwards. It looks like that's the line for the markets. Way over there. I haven't been in the market in a while just because of how they have to, you have to wait in a queue just to be able to go inside the market to potentially purchase some souvenirs.
Do they still sell the like roasted alien chicken?
Like the Ronto wrap?
I thought they had like chicken on a stick, but it was like an alien.
We're heading past these star speeders, these pod racing machines here. A bunch of droids and whatnot over here. Just trying to get like a full walk around of the lane, just trying to orient Mom and Dad
hovercraft.
It's a little bit overwhelming, isn't it? There's a lot to see.
I mean, it's amazing. They put so much work into all this design, and
It's cool.
it's so much to take in, you know?
We have 1 minute and 50 seconds until ultimate elation or ultimate devastation.
So we're hanging out over here on my Disney Experience, seeing if we could possibly get a boarding group, even a backup boarding group for Rise of the Resistance. I tried so hard this morning, but they filled up in 1/100 of a second.
And Roy says it's the best ride ever. It'll turn me into a man. I'll never look at life the same way ever again.
It really is, and I probably overhyped it a little bit, and we may not even be able to do it this trip. We still have a lot to do this trip, so it won't be the end of the world to come back and do it at some point in the future, but we're here now, so that'd be ideal.
Roy's got the fastest fingers in the West.
I'm absolutely about to cry. We got it. We got a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance, group 102. Do you see how much my hands are shaking right now? I've been up since 6 o'clock in the morning trying to do this, and it didn't work out the first time, and it looks like we're gonna do it. It's not even a backup boarding group, it's a regular boarding group, and we're estimated at about a 2-hour return time. My knees are shaking so bad. Okay, we need to go find the parents because we sent them off into the oblivion of Galaxy's Edge. Okay, we found Mom and Dad, and right now we're heading over to the Millennium Falcon to get their reaction to it. What do you think so far?
You're surrounded by all this.
Overwhelmed
stuff.
and confused?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, wow.
Seen that a few times, huh?
The Millennium Falcon. It's right there, and we're gonna get in line for it. It looks like right here. That's not bad. Do you think they liked it? It looks like it. They're still just dumbstruck. Isn't it cool?
Is that actually drawn to scale?
Yeah, that's the Millennium Falcon.
Is that the one they used in the movie?
That's it.
Oh, that's the real thing they used in the movie?
Not really, but it's life size. It's the real Millennium Falcon. It's everything is to detail.
Sure has a lot of pipes.
It's cool. So the line is pretty interesting. We went backstage for a little bit, so now we're right here. We're gonna head right in front of the Millennium Falcon, and it looks like finally we'll be inside the actual ride itself. Right now our estimated return for our boarding group for Rise of the Resistance is about an hour and a half. Okay, so it's only been about 10 minutes so far, and we're actually getting pretty close. I think it's only gonna be about half an hour from here probably. It's posted at a 60-minute wait, but I doubt it. We'll see what positions we get though. I hope my mom and my dad can be the pilots. Right now we're right behind and underneath the Millennium Falcon. It's moving pretty quickly. I'm hoping we can get in and get out, maybe have some lunch in between this and Rise of the Resistance, but probably not. So I don't think you can do requested seats on rides, but it'd be really, really cool. Mom and Dad can be pilot. I think that's the perfect first experience to have, especially doing this. So the line slowed down a little bit once we got inside, so it's probably gonna be a little bit closer to an hour wait, unfortunately, but we are still good in terms of riding Rise of the Resistance probably right after this. All right, we're getting super close to Hondo Onaka, and then we'll be boarding the Millennium Falcon for our smuggling adventure. I am so excited for them to get to ride this. Okay, so here we are in the room with Hondo Onaka. So it's interesting, it's gonna be myself and Dennis now because my dad had to hop out of line. And they let him come back at the Fast Pass line, but then he just went through the ride and he just rode it by himself. So that's kind of an interesting situation there. I don't know if my dad knows how that sort of theme park stuff works, but we're gonna ride it at least together. At least my dad got to ride it, and I think that Dennis and Mom are gonna be the pilots.
Oh yeah?
Okay, Mom, so we're gonna be intercepting a first order train shipment of Galaxium.
You clear the path. Pilots,
excited for this?
line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo.
Okay, so it's gonna be myself and Mom as the pilot.
Flight engineer, repair test.
And
If
it's
you're
gonna be a
flashing
gunner.
pilot on the right, roll back on the stick to fly out.
Ah, Mom!
To fly down. Only weapons are online. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Right pilot, made the jump to light
Light
speed.
speed, Mama! Pull this!
What?
Pull it! Pull this!
This?
Yeah!
Whoa! Ah!
Those heavy dies are protecting the train. Take them out.
Get us! Gotta get us!
They've locked onto us.
Get us
Make
up
an
there.
easy action. Pilot, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Gunners, shoot the train. Engineers, reel us closer. The cargo is breaking free. Keep shooting.
Come on! Yeah!
Good job, my friend.
That's more coaxium.
Yes. Punch. Oh, that's ridiculous. Things are getting... We have to get out of here.
This is terrible. You gotta pull us up.
We made it. I don't believe it, but we made it. Now, let's get out of here.
Pull it. Yes. Woo. So what'd you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's great.
Crashed it a good amount of times, but we got the coaxium, and I think that was because of Dennis, right? Well, look at how damaged the Falcon is. Oh well. Let's go meet up with Dad, I guess, and I think we're gonna have some lunch. I'm honestly still blown away that my dad was able to ride this without us before us, because he went through the fast pass to meet up with us, but I guess he just kept going and nobody stopped him, so he just rode it as a single rider? What? So Dad, were you in the middle seat or the back seat or the front seat?
I was on the side seat, the back of one of the front seats on the side.
So you were a gunner. Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Did you like it?
That was fun, yeah. It was pretty good.
Pretty unique ride. Did you like it?
Yeah, it's fun. You feel like you're actually flying a plane.
Even though we totally totaled the plane, right?
Even though we crashed a few times.
And then did you like it?
I'm a hot shot.
Yeah, you did a good job. You're probably the reason that we got the coaxium, right?
I'm the only reason we got a profit.
True, good point. So, the food is ready, so we're heading inside Docking Bay 7 to get it. Okay, wow, this is very, very heavy. But there it is.
Oh, bless you, honey.
Look at all that.
What is mine?
So
Well,
we got some ribs. We got some beef right there, and then we got a chicken salad, I'm pretty sure. So my dad got the roasted Andorian chicken salad with marinated chicken, mixed greens, roasted vegetables, quinoa, pumpkin seeds, and green curry ranch, but I don't think there's pumpkin seeds in that one. And then myself and Mom got these smoked kadu pork ribs, which are sticky pork ribs, and they come with either a blueberry corn muffin, which is what my mom got, or another side option was the mashed potatoes, and that's what I got. And then Dennis got the, what is this? The Batuan beef pot roast, which is a braised beef pot roast, cavatelli pasta, and then I think you got it on what, the kale and the mushrooms? Yep. Cool. All right, so we are all done at Docking Bay 7 with our very late lunch, and now we are heading over to the blue milk stand. We're not going to get some right now, I don't think. But we just want to go check it out, and then we are off to Rise of the Resistance. So Mom, this is the first order section. These are the bad guys. Yeah, so the Resistance, that's the good guys. That's where we're about to head over to, but this is the bad people section. Wow, look at the line back over here. That's for Smuggler's Run, all the way back here now. Whoa. Okay, so I think we're gonna come back for some blue and green milk in a little bit. And look how much further back the line goes. It pretty much, it goes back over here to Toy Story Land. There's Ray up there. Are you excited for Rise of the Resistance, Dennis? I've been hyping it up a pretty significant amount, so I hope it even comes close to meeting your expectations. But I think it's an incredible ride. It's really cool. It's very different and very immersive. I woke up today convinced that we were not going to ride this today at all, and it looks like we're actually going to be able to do it. I'm so hyped for you guys. I'm so ready. Let's do it. And here we are in line for Rise of the Resistance.
How do you get a rainbow saber?
A rainbow saber?
A rainbow lightsaber.
That guy's a rainbow lightsaber. That's pretty cool. I don't know. That's a good question. This is the longest I've ever seen this queue outside.
Really?
Yeah. Usually you can kind of pretty much at least walk all the way up to the inside of the ride over there. The line's always moved too fast. I've never really been able to stop but appreciate the waterfall back there. The weather right now feels fantastic. Doesn't the weather feel good, Mom?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's not hot. It's not
It's just perfect.
cold. It's perfect.
Yeah, it gets
Yay.
a little cool at night. I had 3 layers on last night with gloves and a hat. So I was cold last night because it was windy. We were out in the open at MK.
You interrupted our 20 questions.
Are you playing 20 questions?
It's beautiful right now.
Okay, so we are inside. Line's moving pretty quickly, much more quickly than Smuggler's Run, so that's good. So we should be just about, I don't know, 10 more minutes away from getting on the ride. Mom and Dennis are still playing 20 questions, so that's fun. You having a good time, Mom?
Oh yeah, that's great.
See, so we got a boarding group, but now I'm a little bit worried about the experience of the ride. Are we going to be in the front row? Are we going to have to be behind the plexiglass? Are all of the effects and animatronics and special sequences in the ride, are they going to be up to par and functioning normally? I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous. We'll see. Okay, we're in the briefing room right now, kind of wedged here in a little corner of the room.
Incoming transmission from Ray. BB-8, is everyone assembled?
All right, we're getting on our transport vehicle. I hope nothing happens. Oh no! Something is happening. And it doesn't seem good. Oh no! And look at this pickle that we've gotten ourselves into. We are on the Star Destroyer. Look at all of those stormtroopers. Man, what a mess. So it seems like we are on our way to be interrogated by the First Order. Honestly, I don't really know that much about the situation, so a little bit intimidated by what's gonna happen to us. Let's go.
Right behind them. Right back there. Then Silver.
We're in the front row. That's interesting.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. There's a clear path to the turbo lift at the end of the hallway. Turn right. A probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you.
Why are you going up? I said down. Up is bad. Up is real bad.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Sound the alarm. All personnel to their stations.
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
Lightsaber?
There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
We're heading to the escape pods! So we just got off of Rise of the Resistance.
Like 4 different rides in one ride.
Did you like it?
I did.
It was really interesting.
Indescribable, right?
Yeah, it's just very different. You go through different parts of it, you know, and each part's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's fun. Wasn't too scary. You never weren't too sure, you know, going through it. But yeah, it's really cool. I liked it.
Yeah. And then Dennis?
It's cool. I think it's like a more modern, like Hogwarts Castle ride or like Spider-Man
Okay.
from Universal.
Would you guys ride it again?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a matter of can you ride it again, right?
Yes,
Because of how hard it is. But yeah, so there's so much going on. This is absolutely worth a re-ride, without a doubt. You notice things you never noticed the first time. I notice new stuff all the time. I've only ridden it a handful of times, but it's a big thumbs up from me. So what I think we're gonna do now is go get some blue milk from the blue milk stand and then head through Toy Story Land and then over to maybe some green milk and then over to the theater for Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. Blue milk and green milk are all the way back here in the First Order area. The line for Smuggler's Run goes all the way back to Toy Story Land, so I'm glad that we did that when we did. So the stormtroopers are out here antagonizing and harassing all of the civilians, but we have our milks right here. Dennis and I got blue milk, and then Dad and Mom got some green milk over there, and then we're going to be going to Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway for the final, probably the final big ride of the day. So we came over to Ronto Roasters real quick, which is currently not open, just because we wanted to show Mom and Dad the marketplace area, which we can't get into from this side, unfortunately, but just to kind of see what all Galaxy's Edge is, pretty much, which is just very, very vast and just incredibly immersive. And now for the seamless transition from Star Wars into Toy Story Land. So the last time you guys were here, there was a big wall there, right?
Yes. I was
Yep.
just like, oh my gosh, we're in Toyland.
So on our way to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, we're gonna be doing Alien Swirling Saucers because it was only a 20-minute wait. And you know what, why not? Okay, so here we go. About to ride Alien Swirling Saucers. My parents haven't done this in kind of a little while. Same with Dennis too, I'm pretty positive. But you haven't done this in a while? I'm not. Okay, so myself and Mom are gonna be riding in one car, and then Dad and Dennis. Where are Dad and Dennis? Oh, they're way over there. Where are they? There they are. Oh. There's Dad and Dennis. Woo-hoo-hoo! Whoa! Hey, you're squishing me over here. I thought we were gonna be right next to. There they are again. Hello. We wanted to ride together because we're wearing somewhat matching shirts. She has her Pluto shirt that I got her for Christmas. And then I have this because we're in Hollywood Studios, which you can't see because it's really dark. There it is, the Sorcerer Hat shirt. And it looks like we're done. Woo! Not too bad, that was fun. They only waited like 10 minutes. All right, so we just finished having a little refreshment session. And now I think we're heading over to Toy Story Mania to potentially hop in line for that, and then Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So this is only a 25-minute wait right now. We got in line way back by the entrance to Toy Story Land, and it has not stopped moving. So hopefully that stays consistent. So I'm actually exceptionally excited for this because I have not done standby for Toy Story Mania in a very long time. I'm gonna get to see Mr. Potato Head. So I'm a little bit embarrassed because I don't think I've done standby for Toy Story Mania since it reopened on this side of the building. Before it used to be in the Pixar Place alley, and now it's in Toy Story Land. I don't think I've done standby, which is incredibly embarrassing for me as somebody who comes to the parks every single week of my life. Okay, so we are inside now, and this looks very not recognizable to me. So I have not done this in a while, and I'm hoping for it to be reintroduced to me in terms of familiarity and how the line used to go when it entered in on the other side of the building over there. We've only been in line for about 5 minutes, and I didn't think that they changed the indoor part of this ride that much, but it really seems like they did, because Mr. Potato Head is in a completely different place. He's over here on the other side of these walls here. I don't know. It's weird, and I'm about 2 years late to this, but I'm still a little thrown off. Okay, so that took all of about 10 minutes to get to the loading platform for Toy Story Mania. And I wonder who's gonna have the best score. Okay, so I'm not gonna film this just so I can try to make sure I actually have a pretty good score. So I'll just let you know what our scores are and who won. Okay, so the game is over. Woo! Let's see who won. Yay! You see that? Not bad. How'd you do?
I made 59,000 points.
Really? How'd Dad do?
89,000.
Ooh, I got 150,000.
Who did?
Me.
89,000.
I did. And then Dennis.
You were the top one then.
What'd you get, Dennis?
116,000.
All right, so now it is off to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, the final ride of the evening because the park is closing in about an hour or so. So I think we have time to just do one more ride. So we are going to be having dinner a little bit later tonight. I think we're going to go to Disney Springs to have dinner at the Boathouse for my mom's birthday dinner, even though her birthday was yesterday. I have not seen these walls in a while, the checkerboard wall and the popsicle stick wall.
Which one should I take a selfie in front of? Vote now!
How about you do both? So in all my excitement to be the superior player at Toy Story Mania, I forgot to turn on my glasses, so I'm gonna have to go do that at the front of the ride, but it's okay because we're heading that way anyway to go over to Runaway Railway with the final hour of the park being open. Sounds like the Slinky Dog Dash is about to, there we go. Never gets old seeing that. Toy Story Land is starting to get pretty quiet in the final hour that the park is open. Hopefully the line for Runaway Railway is gonna be pretty easy to do, just because my dad's having trouble standing in long lines right now. That's why we had to meet up with him, or we tried to meet up with him at Smuggler's Run. So hopefully it's a pretty quick wait time, and I hope they like it a lot because I do. So it seems pretty lengthy right now, but it also seems like it's moving pretty fast, and it's gonna be our last ride of the day, so what better one to end the day on. Okay, Runaway Railway is only a 20-minute wait. That is a pretty good wait time. I'm happy with that. So it's posted at a 20-minute wait, but just looking at all the people here, it's hard to believe, even though it is accurate. They do post the wait times accurately. If anything, they overpost them, like I said, but it looks like it's moving very, very fast. Okay, so we've been walking for probably 5 minutes straight, and we're already almost all the way back inside. So I feel like we'll be inside before it gets dark easily. We are moving it through this line. And sure enough, about 5 minutes later, here we are heading inside the theater. This has been the fastest moving ride queue, I suppose, all day long. And here we are heading into the loading area for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Oh, that's the fastest I've ever waited for this. And here comes our train. Because they haven't ridden it before, Dad and Mom and Dennis are going to be riding in the row in front of me, and I'll be right behind them because of the plexiglass barriers, which really don't impede the experience, but when you're doing it for the first time, it's kind of nice to not have them in the way. And here we are, riding Runaway Railway, yay! I can't believe we got to do everything that we wanted to do today. Okay, we just got off of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And do you have some thoughts, Dennis?
I thought it was very fun.
Really?
Worthy successor to the Great Movie Ride.
Really? Okay, what'd you think?
I thought it was good. It was real good. I wasn't expecting the tornado thing and all the jerking around there.
A lot going on for sure, right?
But I thought it was interesting how Mickey and Minnie talk out of the side of their mouth.
It was fun,
Yeah,
right?
it was different.
What about you?
A lot of color, a lot of the cartoon characters. I enjoyed it.
A lot going on. It's very, it was a cartoon, right? So a lot had to happen.
I like that had Mickey and everybody. You never get to see that at Disney World.
Well, that's Mickey's only ride, which is interesting that it's called Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway when it's really Goofy's Runaway Railway, but that's its own thing. So what we're gonna do right now is head back to the Skyliner. The park closes in about 15 minutes, but we want to head back to the Riviera just to kind of refresh a little bit and then head to Disney Springs. So back to the Skyliner, and then hopefully dinner a little bit later at the Boathouse. The Boathouse! I mentioned it earlier, but I am very, very grateful that we got to come to the studios today and do pretty much everything in Galaxy's Edge. And we got to ride Runaway Railway, we got to ride a bunch of rides in Toy Story Land. They had such a fun time today. I hope they did. I did. And I'm glad. I'm very, very happy, especially with how it started this morning with no Rise of the Resistance boarding group. I was so sad, but then it worked out. So it looks like a pretty long wait for the Skyliner, but hopefully it moves quickly. I can't imagine why it wouldn't. So yep, that only took about 5 minutes or so. So heading back to the Caribbean Beach Resort Station and then the Epcot redirect over to Riviera. So here we are in the air with the silhouette of the Tower of Terror and the Chinese Theater in Batu. Way back in the distance, the sun is almost set. It's a little bit chilly up here with the vents, but it's nice. All right, so we just got off of the Hollywood Studios line, and this is going to be the Epcot line. We're going to be stopping, of course, at Riviera, but tomorrow we'll be taking it all the way to Epcot, which will be cool. And here we are at the Riviera Skyliner station. Time to head back to the room and relax just a little bit, refresh, and then head off to Disney Springs for some dinner. There's Pluto. I have that popcorn bucket with Mickey and Minnie on it, and Pluto and Chip and Dale. This is really, really cool just to be able to get off of the Skyliner, walk right into the resorts, and then just go right up to our room and go inside the room. How cool. So Dennis,
Yes.
what do you think of the Skyliner?
Like it a lot. I would do a full loop of it.
Take it to all the resorts?
Yeah.
Should they expand it to all the parks and all the resorts?
They should expand it to the entire U.S.
Wow. Okay. All right, so we just hung out in the room for a little bit. Now we're all in the elevator. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
And we're heading to Disney Springs. I didn't, but it shouldn't be too brisk out there. But we're heading to the boathouse. Hooray!
Now your hair's really looking good, Denny.
What does that mean?
You're beautiful, Dennis.
Everyone's making me nervous.
And here we are. We made it to Disney Springs. We decided to go ahead and drive rather than take the bus because I think the bus would have taken a little bit longer. But we're here, nice and on time, and hopefully we can get some delicious seafood adds to the boathouse. It's a little bit cold, so I don't think we're going to be sitting outside, but we'll see what's available. So we are heading straight over to the boathouse. I think that's pretty much what we're going to be doing tonight exclusively because we're getting here pretty late. It's after 9 o'clock. By the time we're done with dinner, it's going to be very late. And it's been a long day. Okay, so we made it to the boathouse. There goes an amphicar that's about to launch into the water down there. We're here perfectly on time right now for our reservation. This is always really cool to see. Just drives into the water. Okay, let's go inside. Let's have some seafood. And here we are outside at the boathouse, right by the water, right by this nice heater. We're all checking out the menu. We have our bread right here. I think I know what I'm gonna get, and I think everybody else is pretty excited too, right, Mom?
Oh yeah.
This is your official birthday dinner.
Yay. Nice.
So this bread is absolutely incredible. It is just the most buttery, honey sweet bread ever.
Nice
So we
warm.
put in our order. Myself and Dennis and Mom all got, where is it? We all got this, the Maine style lobster roll. I've gotten that before and it's fantastic. And then Dad got this cedar planked Gulf of Maine salmon. Okay, so the food is here. Dad has his salmon. Mom and Dennis are enjoying their lobster rolls. And as someone who's had it before, it is very, very good and very, very worth it. Did you like your dinner at the boathouse?
Oh, it was great. I'm so full.
Wasn't it good?
Yes, it was wonderful. I love that lobster roll.
It is pretty quiet at Disney Springs now, but we're heading back to the car to head back to the resort. It's about 10:30, which is pretty late. But now it's back to the orange garage, got back into the car to head back to the Riviera after a very, very long but incredibly productive day. All right, so we made it back to the Riviera Resort after an incredibly long and exciting day, which started out a little bit lame because I did not initially get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance, but that was rectified because I got one. We got to ride Rise of the Resistance, we got to ride Smuggler's Run and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We even got to ride the Skyliner. All of these new experiences for my parents, and it was so incredibly cool just to share that experience with them today, and then getting to end the day at Disney Springs with a seafood dinner at the boathouse. Today was awesome, and we're gonna have more fun tomorrow. We're gonna go to Epcot tomorrow, so that's gonna be fantastic because we're gonna just eat more food at the Flower and Garden Festival, and it's gonna be a great day. But thank you for hanging out with me and my family today. I'll see you soon. Have a good day, and goodbye.